What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today I'll be showing you how to do breeding and how the fusion system works in Palworld. Now guys, first up, we're going to cover the breeding side of things. So you unlock the breeding ranch at level 19. It is part of the tech tree. You can see there is the breeding farm. Very basic resources required, some wood, stone, and fiber. Once you have it built up, this is what it will look like. Now, in order to get the pals that you want to breed in there, what you need to do is you need to approach them and hit the F key to pick them up. And then you will manually need to head over to the breeding ranch and throw them into the breeding ranch. That will assign them to the breeding farm. Sorry, I keep calling it ranch. And you can see there, it does say love is blossoming between the two pals. However, you will not have this message, as there is a box located outside of the breeding farm, which you need to place cake in. So if we take that cake out, come back over here, you can see that it does say not enough cake. So you do need to provide cake to your pals in order for them to breed. You can see there is a bar of progress there. That bar can fill all the way up, but it will never result in them laying eggs because there is no cake. So ensure that you place cake in this box just here. You will generally only need one cake per breed cycle. So you can see if we come back over here, we just have to wait for that thing to fill up. So once the breeding bar hits full and you've placed your cake in the necessary item slot, you'll see that they lay an egg. And just like that, we've received our own large electric egg. Now, as far as I can tell, the only way for you to get variants is if that pal has a variant. So for example, you can see here Suzaku Aqua. If you breed a Suzaku with an aquatic type or another Suzaku, you do have a chance of getting its elemental variant. And the same for these guys that we just bred as well. So we could have potentially received the grass version of it as soon as I can find Massander. So we could have potentially received the grass version from the eggs that they laid. However, they obviously didn't. So once we incubate this egg, it does have a chance to have a certain type of skill to it, depending on the parents as well. So it's all just kind of a waiting game and just testing it out with your own powers and determining who you want to use. Why is it shaking for? What is going on? Oh, grenades. Now guys, you can put any species of pal together in the breeding farm. They do not have to be the same species. So you can see here, we've got a little life monk going on. We've got Massander over here. I don't know how it works. Don't question it. There are some very large pals that you can put in with very small pals. We're not going to talk about that. But you can see here that they are breeding and they are about to complete the breeding cycle. There is cake in the box. I think, is Massander the female? I am not sure who the female is in this relationship, but we'll find out. There we go. And you can see there, we got a common egg, which I believe Life Monk is grass. So we didn't even get an egg that is attributed to either of their stats. So keep that in mind. You can get random eggs by breeding through their different species. So we'll set this egg. Let's see what we get out of it. I'm not going to be expecting anything cool or fancy because of the Life Monk. You can see there we got a Mozzarina. So out of a Massander and a Life Monk, we got a cow. Don't know how that happens, but that's how it is. So you can put any pals you want in the breeding pen and they will breed. And as far as I've been able to tell, there is no breeding cooldown timer. So the moment your pals pop out an egg, they can go straight back into it and pop out another pal. There is no timer for it, so that makes it a lot easier. Now, another really cool thing with the breeding farm is once you place your cake in the chest, it does not spoil. Obviously, it being expensive will take a lot, and it takes a lot to make. So if it spoils, it sucks. But if you place them in your breeding farm, they do not spoil. And just like that, we've gotten ourselves another large electric egg. Now, a lot of the time, they will pick up the parent's stats. So if you have parents with really good passive skills, they will generally pass on to the offspring. So you can see here, these are the two Massander Luxes we just hatched. One of them did receive Glutton from the parent, so one of them does have Glutton, and the other one actually received Glutton and Aggressive. So you should be able to breed your rare pals skills into the offspring as well. So keep that in mind because the rare skill is good to have with plus 15% work speed and plus 15% attack. It's definitely worth investing in. So, guys, in terms of the fusion side of things, you will get access to the PAL condensation. It is an ancient technology, so you will need ancient technology points in order to unlock it. You can see there it is there, the essence condenser. Once you build this, you will have access to be able to upgrade your PAL's stats. Now, it's actually changed. It used to be 8 essence, so I don't know if that's just because Yeah, it's strange. Anyway, while I was doing my gameplay video, it was 8, so it's been dropped for some reason. But you can see here, we need 4 powers to use as essence. Once we do that, Lamball will get extra health, attack, defense, and extra pal skill. So what we can do is we can chuck in 4 or other Lamballs. That will sacrifice those pals, and then we get access to the stronger Lamball. Now you can do this up to 4 times based on the stars you can see there, and each time it will increase all their stats as well as their pal skill. This will also increase, however, so do keep that in mind. It now costs us 16 pals in order to upgrade Lamball. However, you can do this for all of your pals. So you can see here Cjthecheesedj, Cjthecheesedj, we can upgrade again as well. It's entirely up to you who you want to do. Now you can also do it with rare types as well. And this will obviously what you want to try and aim towards, because rare types are stronger due to them having that rare passive skill, giving them an extra 15% attack. So you want to try and save it for that as well, or any other power that you want to get. So for example, I have buffed my Cjthecheesedj. My Cjthecheesedj is level 2. I don't know where it is, but there it is. That is not our Cjthecheesedj. So our Cjthecheesedj here is level 2, so you can see there it's got the 1 star, as well as our Quiven. Now, this isn't the end of boosting your powers as well. You can also come over to here and boost your powers stats once again by offering Power Souls. Now, as you rank up these, they will cost more and more Power Souls. I haven't found a reliable farm in order to get a bunch of Power Souls. You do find them scattered around the wild, and they are dropped by some of the human NPCs as well. But you do have the ability to reset these as well and get Power Souls returned to you. You do need money, however, for that, and I am fresh out of money because I spent it all on ammunition. But once you get to a certain point, they do start to change. So for example, once we use this one more time, we will then be able to use our medium Power Souls and increase our Cjthecheesedj stats more exponentially, and then eventually get into the large Power Souls as well. You can currently see here we're getting an extra 9% on our HP, an extra 6% on our attack, and an extra 6% on our defense. You can also utilize this to increase work speed if you want to, which I don't think you need to necessarily. It's probably a waste of the Power Souls, but if you've got an abundance of them, go for it. But it does make a large difference in their attack, defense, and hell yeah, HP. As well as that, the type of pal that you have also is affected by this. So some pals just have more attack, HP, and defense than others. You can see here, for example, Cjthecheesedj has 11,000 HP. Yeah, that's a lot of HP. We're never going to reach those levels with these guys because they're just not on the same level as Cjthecheesedj. So hopefully in the future, there's some sort of way for us to be able to catch up so we can still use other guys. You can see here, for example, Frostallion is in the same boat. 13,000 HP, 886 attack. It even, it shits on Cjthecheesedj as well. So this guy destroys the rest of our dudes as well in terms of stats. So, but they are the ways you want to go about upgrading your pals. So the first level is 4, next is 16, next is 32, and then the one after that is 64. But that is essentially sort of what you want to try and do towards the mid to late game parts of it, is just upgrade your pals as much as you possibly can. And the good news is, as well, you can capture all the bosses again on the map. So the ones that have shrines, you can go into every hour and they will respawn. The ones that are world bosses that you find in the overworld, they will respawn daily. So you have plenty of opportunities to go out there and catch them. So guys, that is how the merging, breeding, fusion system works in Palworld, as well as how to actually upgrade your pals' stats. Hopefully you guys found this useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe down below for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.